Hey guys, Donnie here with DK Motorsports, just working on the Team187 TMR car. Just trying to wrap everything up before we go to race to midnight. You can see we've been working on the motor. Ken added a Trailblazer SS intake. Also, we had to add a new throttle body. We're going to add my Mechman alternator to replace the AC Delco. A lot more amperage, a little bit better of an alternator. Other than that, we've just been kind of going over, paint checking everything, making sure everything's good and tight. It's a really important part of prepping for a race is going through checking out all the joints and all the bolts, making sure nothing's loose or bent or anything like that. Back in the day when I first started racing, I just kind of sent it the way it was, unless there's something obviously broken. I basically put it in the garage and just put it back in the trailer and took it to a race, and pretty much always broke something stupid that I could have caught. So over the years, I've kind of learned race prep is pretty much one of the most important things that you can do. So yeah, just in here in Ken's shop, added my iPad RAM mount. I prefer using lead nav as a co-driver. He does have a Lawrence Elite, which is really a pretty nice setup as well, but everybody has a preference, and I prefer using lead nav when I can. We'll still have the Lawrence loaded up with the map at pretty much every race, just in case we start having issues with the iPad, which had happened before. In that case, I'll just be able to basically move this mount out of the way, and we'll go straight to the Lawrence. Other than that, we're getting ready to Brandon with Lone Star Fab is going to be adding some tube. Basically, the game plan is to basically add a double B-pillar bar, just to give the whole back of this structure a little bit more integrity, keep it from collapsing in. Yeah, it's definitely just one of those little safety things. The Miller chassis, Eric Miller and the Bylers, if you look at their design, that's basically what they do. So that's kind of what we're going to go after. I also added my trusty element that I've put in pretty much every race car that I've been in since I got into racing and bought that element. It's real streamlined. It's a really good solution for an in-cab fire extinguisher. I don't really recommend them for outside of the car, just because if it's windy, it can blow away that powder and you kind of lose some of that fire extinguishing effect. But inside the cab, where it's a little bit more enclosed, in the event that we do have a fire, we can light it off and have it in the cab, suppressing the fire while we're unbuckling, getting out of the car. Yeah, so car's pretty much fully prepped. We've got all the fire extinguishers on with our TMR mounts. Ken welded those up. We still have to, we're gonna, actually, where is it? I'll find it. So I've got this, the King screw jack, and we're going to add some tubes on either side of the ram mount to be able to lift the front of the car up with the jack, and then again in the back I'm going to add some tubes right in that area so that we can just put the jack there and lift the car up. It's a lot more simple of a jack, and it'll work well for us. I believe we're just going to plan on actually just strapping it to the tire mount. But yeah, everything's looking good. just getting ready to go. We got right about a week. We got to have this thing buttoned up and ready to put on the trailer. So wish us luck.